Lummy, Shannon Burke.
Yes.
Afternoon drive on Florida Man Radio, and he's right here.
The great Shannon Burke.
Unlike a lot of guests who have to be on Zoom or whatever, Shannon has a Comrex, like a studio quality Comrex from his home from when he used to do mornings in Atlanta and occasionally fills in on various other, like he's Phil. Shannon, I think you did a Dallas fill-in not too long ago, did you not?
Dallas, Philadelphia.
Yeah,
Philly.
He's big time.
I get around.
He's not as blackballed as us, but very as talented as we are, and more and betterly perceived within the industry.
Great voice.
Yeah.
Great voice.
I was just going to say, what a voice.
So Shannon, I was going to let. This has been, first of all, Shannon, you owe me, you son of a bitch, because we can talk to each other like that because we're bestest of buddies. You son of a bitch, because when I first told you this was going to happen, you told me
I thought you were yanking my chain.
You did.
I did.
I was like, Shannon, you're like, no, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So I will accept your apology.
You absolutely deserve it. I thought you were pulling my. It just sounded a little too good, that's the dream situation for us. And then I thought, well, that's probably why it won't happen. But you did. You let me know first.
I even had to tell you to calm down, calm. So then, because it wasn't happening fast enough, Shannon was getting mad about it, and I'm like, calm down, Shando. Calm. Let me blow in a call here. Yeah, Shannon, it's gonna chill out. You started getting full hot on the deal too.
I was getting full hot on the deal, but look, it couldn't be a better situation for we are on a station in the Panhandle in Fort Walton Beach, 103.1, that absolutely is a blowtorch of a signal, and because of that, we are number one in the Panhandle.
Yeah, we kill it
awesome.
up there. 103.1 Florida Man Radio, me and Burke, and then the coolest brother to ever. If anybody,
Don Miller.
Oh yeah, Don Miller does middays. In fact, Don Miller is so good that we dropped an hour of Bonagino or two to give Don more real estate, I think.
Yes. Nice. So
here's the big announcement. Now, Shannon, here's the thing. Through my show or even you talking about it later today, you know that our competition is going to either knows about this already or is going to know about it right now.
Yeah, probably, you know how this industry is. It leaks like a sieve, so they may already know.
I don't think they knew because I got to be honest with you, I'm pretty good friends with Russ. And Russ and I talk, and Russ would have just flat out texted me, hey, what's this I hear about what Shannon's about ready to say? And Russ, and I've talked to Russ probably within 2 weeks ago, just, saying how he's doing, him and his wife. I think he just got back from vacation. I think he just got a new contract. So right. Russ and I became friends, and I talk to Russ a lot, and this is going to be kind of odd for me to go against my friend, because usually I hate the person I go against.
Yeah, it's not going to be odd for me, because I hate the guy that I'd be up against.
All right, so Shannon, go ahead. Now, the biggest thing about, we've been on Orlando radio now, 5 years?
Yeah, going on 5.
Going on 5 years, and they first started Florida Man Radio on this FM repeater, and then AM, then the AM, which was really quite powerful.
The AM was quite powerful, doing quite well, and we needed to have a sports, station to lure some other big sports in. So they flipped 660 to ESPN. And left us on the little repeater. And I'm sure your audience is sophisticated to understand what a repeater is. It's not an actual FM terrestrial transmission. It doesn't have said call letters and things like that. They're normally very, very small. And
not powerful.
Not at all. And you'll hear, like an AM talk station will have 3 or 4 or 5 in one market. And they're just a way to hear it in FM. Well, we've been solely on that in the city of Orlando for a year and a half, 2 years, just nothing but the repeater.
And here you are, Shannon Burke, rolling around town, and people need to know where they can find you, and they can't hear you. They literally could be across the street from the radio station, like, I can't hear you.
Let me tell you, I'd run into people that recognize me around town, and they'd go, hey, man, what have you been up to? I said, what do you mean? They said, what have you been up to? I said, I've been on the radio here for 4.5, 5 years. Oh, I had no idea.
Same thing happens to me in Tampa.
I'm sure.
Me too.
But starting on next Monday, 1 week from today.
Russ, I apologize in advance, buddy, but I'm going to have to go against you, bud.
Florida Man Radio in Orlando will premiere on 103.1.
Just like we are in Fort Walton Beach.
Yeah.
Right. So, Wolfie, get ready. We're going to come down to steal your T-shirts because now
we don't have
they
any
go
money
a long
for
way.
T-shirts.
Yeah, and it's a giant signal. It's about a 50,000 watt. It's going to rival and compete very nicely. You know, that other station that you're talking about, they have had no competition in I don't know. I don't
Listen,
think
I'm going to be honest. I'm not afraid of my competition. 104.1 WTKS there's never been a formidable FM talk radio station in Orlando that give them any competition. And
right.
they have, and that's at one time I was over there, at one time Shannon was over there. We've all come from there one shape or another. They got their little lineup, and I wish them the very, very best. We have some friends over there, but they've never had any formidable competition ever. So, and there's two sides to talk radio. There's the way they do it, and there's the way that we do it, and it's distinctly different. And now people in Orlando will have an opportunity to make a choice.
And when you have no competition, you go soft. You know, you ride that. Your last ratings book. By the way, they're not what they used to be in the ratings either, because there's certain things they don't talk about. They won't talk about. They're big, giant corporate, the largest radio company in the United States. And we're not. We are a small
owned by John Cracchiola,
right?
Who's a guy who is so tough that you can shoot him in the head and can't take him down. Literally, you can have a Mexican that's robbing his house that shoots him in the head and he makes it. He's so damn tough.
Oh.
Yeah, and then he tries to hit the guy with a broom handle.
Yeah, that's right.
So they've got a little soft, but because they're giant corporate radio, you know how this thing went after the 2020. A lot of corporate.
A lot of from
execs.
homes.
Don't say this. You can't talk about that.
A lot of wokeness.
Cumulus actually sent out emails to their talk staff that said, if you talk about election, phony or false fraud election, you'll be fired. And damn it, if the three of their team got fired for talking about it.
I think we sent out a memo saying, talk about all the fake stuff you want.
We aren't.
There, you know what? The refreshing thing about this particular franchise, Florida Man Radio, which is heard in Fort Walton Beach, Orlando, and we have another, Ocala, but our Ocala signal is getting ready to get a lot better here soon. But I've never received a memo from either Stevie, our boss, or from Shane or the owner John saying you cannot talk about X, Y, or Z. I have not. Have you?
No, never. Not at all.
No, none. Zero. In fact, here's a conversation I have with John Cracchiola. He'll call me up. Hey, fat man. I'm like, what, John? Have you been on vacation? No. I haven't had somebody bitch about you in 2 weeks.
We're lucky to work for this company, such a company as this.
But here's the thing, man. We're going to be able to roll through Orlando with a big signal now. And now these people, these talk show enthusiasts that know who I am, that certainly know who you are, and we've done our Orlando. We're not just, a format of talk show guys that are coming in that don't have any brand value. We have probably, and I'm not trying to be narcissistic, but we collectively are probably, you and I, and soon to be Don, but just you and I as Orlando radio personalities probably have as big, if not bigger, of a brand name than anybody over there.
Oh, I agree. I mean,
so you're not, you got your competition isn't rolling in, Dan Bonagino piped in, Glenn Beck piped in, Syndication Willie piped in, free beer and hot wings in the morning. You got two huge franchises. The two day parts that's the most hard to develop, afternoons and mornings. And if you have an afternoon and morning franchise, you are so ahead of the game, and you're bringing in two huge Orlando. I mean, we not only are we big franchises. I mean, like Fort Walton Beach, whatever. But we have spent an extensive amount of time at being very successful in this particular city. The only problem we've had for the last 5 years is that we've had a crap-ass signal and people can't hear it. Now, literally, you can be in Altamont Springs right now. You can be in Kissimmee. You can be at the airport. You can
Daytona.
be in Disney. You can be in Daytona.
All into Daytona.
Bubba, the coverage map is on the screen right now.
All right,
if you could see it.
And that coverage map is going to get bigger because the current station that's on it is in stereo because it's a music format. We don't need that, of course.
No, because mono's better talk.
It's
and mono makes the signal go further, so it's going to be a bigger stretch than the one you see there. It's going to be just incredible.
Yeah, I'm going to text Russ today and say, hey, listen, Russ, I'm just Packers and the Bears. We don't like each other, obviously, as we're competing, but hopefully our friendship can still stay the same.
I'm not friends with a guy that does PM drives. I don't give a rat's ass about him.
All right, well, I'll be the ambassador to our competition. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's ever happened either.
No,
and
I don't know. That we got to run that by legal first. Make sure that's going to
be like, hey,
right.
Can I still text my buddy Russ to see how he's doing? Whatever. We're not going to talk shop or nothing.
Look, we're not.
So when does this start, Shannon?
Monday morning. You 1 week from today, you'll be on 103.1 in Orlando.
Maybe I need somebody over in Orlando. For my first day. Except for the person I would pick, Shannon Burke hates more than anything in life.
Yeah.
So I don't even want to hear his name.
Yeah.
I think I'm not the only one in the bunch that feels that way either.
Shane and John does too. I got a triple shot down on that one, Lummy. I really did.
Yeah.
I tried to get him in there, and they're like, nope. Then be like, I'll ask Shane. First of all, I asked Shannon. Shannon's like, nope. So then I said, let me ask Shane. Hey, can I have such? Nope. Then I asked Cratchel. Nope. So that was
Craccioli got it.
Even Craccioli, and I think even Hedge Fund Willie might have said no too. Yeah. So anyway, Monday, starting with my show, we'll be on 103.1 in Orlando, and let the competition, let the friendly competition go. I cannot wait to finally give these guys some competition. And you don't think they're freaking out right now. You're freaking out right now with any type of competition, but you're super freaked out when Bubba the Love Sponge and Shannon Burke are your two twin towers of drive time. Right? Am I right?
You're absolutely right. It's
oh my
beautiful.
God, we're dealing with Jesus.
They have to actually work now. They have to actually do some show prep and not read the damn the one sheet. The complete sheet that comes in and hey, everybody's birthday is later on today.
What's your competition? The News Junkies? Is that their names? No, that's afternoons.
Kind of maybe an hour of them, and then Dirty Jim.
That guy's got his own show?
Yeah, he's changed his name. He's not Dirty Jim anymore. He's with Jim Colbert.
Jim McGillicuddy.
Yeah,
that's what you should. You know what?
Dirty Jim.
That's what you should. That's what you should name. Yeah, Jim McGillicuddy over there is probably talking about some stupid stuff, but I'm Shannon Burke and I'm talking about super cool stuff right now. You know what? Go over, flip over to Jim McGillicuddy. Yep, exactly. Commercials. I got real content right here, bitch. Maybe we can play. And they should realize that you and I are pretty good. I'm a power pig guy. I'm good at radio wars. But I don't want to make this a radio war. I want to rub on this. We're just going to do our own thing and just wait till we, get our first ratings or our second ratings period. Oh my God! Yeah. What if we beat them? What if we beat them?
Well, a lot of people are beating them right now.
A lot of people are beating them with other formats, but they can still say, they can still roll. Let's just be honest, Shannon. You and I. We can
play the game.
Right now, as of right now, February 26th, 2024, their salespeople can go around town and saying, we're the number one FM talk station in Orlando. They can say that.
I bet it happens in 90 days.
Am I right? Shannon, right now, they can say that.
They're the only FM talk station in town.
I know, it's very technical, but can you imagine if we beat them? What our salespeople can say. In the conquest that's going to be because they've never
beat XYZ station.
They've never been beat because they've never had any competition. They're getting beat now by some Spanish station. I think playing songs backwards. But I'm just saying.
I'm learning Spanish just so I can get on top of that game.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
And we need to get a hot Spanish intern chick, maybe. Big jugs.
Senorita.
Hola. So starting Monday, 103.1 in Orlando, Florida. What is it right now? Some music station or something?
Yes, it is Orlando's newest hits of R&B, rap. I don't know. I hit the same song over and over. Hands on my knees. Hands on your knees.
It's like
Hands on your knees.
It's like XL Light. It's XL 80s.
Yes.
XL 80s. Say it.
It is. It's XL 80s.
That's where I started my Orlando career. Was XL. XL. Then I think JRR, and was I on I don't know if. That they simulcast the AM on now.
Right.
Whatever that was on.
The 96.5.
Yeah, I was on 96.5, 106.7. What was JRR?
101.1.
Been on 101.1. God, I've been on 3, and then now, what I am on now, it's 4. I've been on 4 or 5 frequencies in Orlando, and you've probably been on, if not more.
2 or 3.
Yeah.
3.
Wow.
That's who listen, dear WTKS. We're not going to be dicks about this. It's not going to be the standard Shannon and Bubba crank calling you names, calling your wife a whore, anything like that. I ain't going to do any of that. In fact, Russ is my friend. I'm going to text him here in a minute.
I'm friends with Russ too. Russ and I are good friends.
Russ is a
We're
good
not
dude.
like best buddies. We're not going, bowling together.
But he's
but
he's a good dude, and he's our biggest franchise over there. And I'm just going to tell you right now, Russ, in a friendly way, I'm coming, buddy. I mean, but just like the Packers and the Bears,
Content kills.
They don't like each other, but after the game, they can shake each other's hand and be like, hey, hit me up this week. But yeah, I got you, buddy. So that's how it's going to be. It's going to be one of my very first friendly competitions.
You're going to kill him with kindness?
Yeah.
All right.
Kill him with kindness.
Good.
So this starts Monday at 6, and then Don will be on right after me.
Here's the lineup. Yeah, it's going to be you to 10, Don Miller 10 to 2, the Shannon Burke Show 2 to 6, and then Jesse Kelly from whenever 6 to 9, and then I don't know what goes on after that. I don't care.
Yeah, who cares about that? But Shannon, you're going to actually be able to drive home and listen to your own station. Can you right now, this very minute, can you drive home after your show and listen to the guy that follows you on any? Can you hear us at all?
Not on terrestrial, yeah, because I live right in the center. I'm like 8-10 minutes from the station.
Can anybody right now that's going to Disney? That's actually parking in the Disney parking lot right now, getting ready to take their kids to the Hall of Presidents or whatever the hell they got over there. Can they hear me and you talking right now in Orlando?
No, anywhere south of 50 is I think we turned into a Hispanic station, then we bleed into a Hispanic station. Yeah.
So I mean,
like the Dunedin Causeway.
I'm looking at the broadcast map. Is it Macho Man? Is it what's realistically?
The black is city grade indoors, and the blue is car listening.
Wow.
All right, so we're
Lakeland.
going past Leesburg, Lakeland, and that's and Shannon. That's the ADI. That's all we need to know about is what the area of ratings are. So we're almost going to Lakeland. But we got all of the Orlando Metro completely covered, and that's all that counts as far as us being rated.
And that signal doesn't display the fact that when we flip it to mono, it's going to grow that strength more. So that line will be a little further out on all sides. So,
and then
Wow.
That's all the way to the East Coast.
Then John's buying a new Ocala signal. So, I mean, not that we're going to be able to find a station between Ocala and Fort Walton Beach, but we're creeping up like herpes, Shannon. Like, we're in Orlando.
We're growing like a fungus.
We're in Orlando. We're going to be like we used to be. I mean, right now, as of today, we're in Orlando, but we're barely in Orlando. I mean, most people listen to us through the app.
Yes.
But it's going to be so nice to listen to us on 103.1 starting on Monday, and then we're in Ocala terrestrially. That kind of hooks onto the Orlando signal, and then there's 100 miles or so you're not going to be able to hear. And then boom, we got a flamethrower in Fort Walton Beach.
And let's not forget the fact that we're on an app that gets about 480 to 500,000 daily listeners on it, mainly from Georgia, and we go up to California and up in the East Coast. I mean, but terrestrially, we're invested in terrestrial radio. That's what we do, and it's
and in Orlando, we've been bummed out. Let's just be honest. We've been bummed out. You and I have had many a private conversation, and it went something like this. Hey, Shannon, what? Doesn't it suck that we can't even hear ourselves in Orlando? No wonder we do gigs and 18 people show up because nobody knows. Nobody knows about us.
Look, I'm surprised that we put people in the butts in the seats in some events, and I'm like, wow, I can't believe we did this with.
Because they heard you on the app. They heard you on the app.
Yeah, and now it's gonna be there's so many people, and they'll follow it up with a marketing program, marketing plans, and billboards.
I heard they were thinking about doing a billboard that had my mug shot and then your mug shot because we've both been in jail. Let's be full transparent. We've both been booked, have we not, Shannon?
Oh, yeah,
one of us spent 1 day and one of us spent 6 months. It doesn't matter. We both got mug shots. We both have messed up, and that should be. I think that Shane and John was thinking about the bad boys of Orlando are back, and it shows me and Shannon's mug shots.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then Don Miller in the middle, who has no record whatsoever.
But he's hold on,
shrugging his shoulders like, what's going on with these white guys?
But he's a cool ass black guy, right?
Oh, I love Don Miller. I love him.
I mean, think about
I've
this.
known him for a long time.
You got the Twin Towers of Bubba the Love Sponge and Shannon Burke, and then you got a smooth-ass black guy. And you guys, if you haven't heard this guy's show, he really is a smooth-ass black guy.
He's good. And the thing is, he is such a natural radio talent. He's been bouncing around in and out of radio for a long time, but there is nothing.
He was never given this freedom.
Nothing on talk radio like Don Miller.
And the reason why Don Miller became so good with us is because John and Shane didn't put the handcuffs that other corporate radio, there's some words that he uses that our management doesn't have a problem with an African-American man saying these particular words.
Right.
Who is a white owner or a white general manager, who is it them to tell an African-American man the words that he can speak about when speaking about himself or his own race? Who are we to say what he can say?
Right, that would be racist.
That's racist.
Right.
But he likes to bring some cool words out every once in a while, and when I listen to the radio, I'm like, hell yeah! I mean, I'm just saying, I'm a fan of some of his cool words. He just drops it. I love it.
I love it too. He is a unique talent.
Shannon, can you imagine? Can you imagine if we beat iHeart? If we beat iHeart on their... How long has that... We can be intellectually honest. How long has that franchise been around? 30 years?
27 at least. 25, 27.
25, 30 years?
Yeah.
They've never really had any tough competition?
Right.
And now you guys, I'm going to tell you something. You better roll your sleeves up, bitches, because we're coming. We're not coming dirty. We're just coming.
Yeah, we're not coming dirty. I like that.
We're not coming dirty, but we're coming. We're coming.
1993 launched.
1993.
Wow.
So that's what,
31. What?
31. Is it 21 or 31? Jay,
31. It's because they just celebrated their 30 years of radio domination.
31 years, and finally you got some formidable competition. Friendly, not dirty.
How long has it been since either one of you guys have had a tower this strong?
Well, I mean, we got one in Fort Walton Beach.
I know that one. Is that as big as this?
Yeah, the one in Fort Walton Beach is comparable to what we got in Orlando. Very much so.
This covers geographically, though, the metropolitan areas that are covered by this seem like there's a lot more population.
Oh yeah, there is. It's a bigger populated city than Fort Walton Beach. Yes, but signal wise, they're comparable. Shannon, I gotta go. I gotta go to words. But listen,
this Comrex thing works out. We ought to do it more often.
Way more often.
All right, buddy.
Hey, I'm gonna, text Russ. Just tell him, hey, we coming, but not dirty.
I will.
We coming.
I will.
We coming, but not dirty. I'm texting Russ at about noon today after he gets done with this podcast and all that. I think he has to maybe clean the bathrooms and stuff like that.
I text Dirty Jim all the time. He never responds back to me. I sent him a text a week ago, and I said, "Beware the Ides of March, bitch."
But his name is no longer Dirty Jim. It's Jim McGillicuddy.
Yeah, McGillicuddy.
So Russ, listen, I got you, buddy. We coming. We just ain't coming dirty. Ain't talking about your ex-wives. Ain't talking about any of that nonsense. Friendly competition, my friend.
Got luggage and it's Louis.
Yeah, I got luggage and it's Shannon Burke and he's Louis with an African American man kicker.
Love you guys.
See you later, buddy.
Dad, love you. Anna, love you guys.
Bye, Shannon.
Bye, Shannon. See you later.
Another break.
What happens?
Let's go.
Really?
Let's go. Another bamboozling.
I mean, it doesn't make you crazy or anything.
Bubba the Love Sponge returns after this.